Network here, and yes, I know it's been a while since I filmed. I apologize about that. Just here with the end of the school year is just gonna take a lot right here. And today I'm starting a new thing here on the channel, and which means we relocate the Titans, the Tennessee Titans on Madden NFL 25, and we will be relocating them to Omaha, Nebraska. So let's go ahead and do that now. We don't want Houston. We don't want Austin. We don't want that. 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 Omaha. Says fan interest is low, but guess what? Guess what? Here, we're not using the Titans. And I have decided we are going with the Omaha. This will be our uniforms. We are the Omaha Bulls. For me, it was either toss up between this one or Bisons, but I really they both kind of look the same. No one I was thinking of, not that one, was the one I thought it was the Omaha. Where are they? Getting there. The Omaha Snowhawks, but this is my offline one, so this was another one I was thinking of. Another one I thought that would be like just kind of funny. We did kind of just for kicks and giggles to this one. The Omaha Wizards. Again, it would just be kick for kicks and giggles, but I resisted the urge and we will be doing the Omaha Bulls. You may notice fan interest is not, but advantage is not fully there, but I think this would be the best fit, and it just makes the most sense. So let's choose that. Now we choose our stadium, which will be either big canopy stadium, basic canopy stadium. I cannot speak English today. So which our seat capacity would be 66,000, or we could do blue basic futuristic stadium capacity would be 70,000. A basic hybrid stadium, which our capacity would be 67,000. A basic sphere stadium, which our capacity would be 69,000. Yes. But this is the stadium I use for my Snowhawks one. So, or we could go with a basic traditional stadium, which will house 72,000 people. But I've decided we're just gonna do like this futuristic stadium. Oh wait, I actually tells you over there. Yeah. Already pre-ordered tickets to the Monster Truck Rally. No one is going to take their family to that cheap stadium. Oh, so pretty much everyone hates everything. So, but we are going. Oh, it actually tells me stadium funding too. Sad part is, sad part is, we would get more stadium funding for this one, but we are not going to do that one. We are going to do. I want to do this one, but we'd only get 46% stadium funding, so that would hurt. And then 49% for this one, 56% for this one, 55% for this one, and 52% for this one. So, like I said, we're going to go with the basic futuristic stadium. We are now playing at full field. The full bathrooms are small and old. Yeah, and the stadium seating is getting old. We will fix it down the road. But first, now that you've seen everything, let's meet the team. So, as I sit down, had a view. Sorry. Weird cord. Let's go ahead and go to manage roster. NFL rosters. In the bowl, we have our quarterbacks. Let's go ahead and just go down the list. QBs first. We'll start with Will Levis. We have Will Levis, Mason Rudolph, and Malik Willis from Liberty. Our halfbacks are Tony Pollard, Ty J. Spears, Hassan Hoskins, Julius Chestnut, and Dylan Johnson. No fullbacks. Wide receivers, DeAndre Hopkins. I can't quite get. I'm probably gonna have to. I can't quite get it perfectly for the trade with the Chiefs, because of this. But it sounds like DeAndre Hopkins has since come back to Tennessee, so that's good. So DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Ridley, Tyler Boyd, Traylon Burks, Kyle Phillips, Nick Westbrook, Ikai, Jaquan Jackson, Colton Dowell, Kyrus Jackson, and Mason Kinsey. Let's go to tight ends. We have Chigozie Okonkwo, I think that's pronounced it. Josh Weil, Nick Vannis, and Morgan Cox. It's spelled Cox. Left tackles, J.C. Latham, Jaron Christian Sr., Andrew Rupkit, Rupich, I didn't pronounce it. Jalen Duncan, and Chavius Simmons. Left guard, Peter Skronsky and Dylan Radoons. Centers are going to be, my center is going to be, our center is going to be Lloyd Cushenberry III out of LSU. Our right guards, Daniel Brunskill and Zadig Charles. Right tackles, Nicholas P. Prayer, Josh Ojukwu, Ojukwu, I think I pronounced it, and Leroy Watson. Our left ends will be Sebastian Joseph Day and T.K. McClendon the Jr. from Eastern Kentucky. Right ends, Jeffrey Simmons, Marlon Davidson, and Jalen Harrell. Defensive tackles, now we're on the defense. Devondre Sweat, Quentin Bohanna, and Keondre Coburn. Left offensive linebacker. Okay, then we are on the offensive. Oh, maybe it's defensive. Whatever. And we have Arden Key and Caleb Murphy. Middle linebacker, Keith Murray Jr., Kenneth Murray Jr., Jack Gibbons, Cedric Gray, Chance Campbell, Otis Reese IV, Garrett Wallow, Jojo Doman, and Luke Gifford. Harold Landry III. Now right offensive linebacker. And James Williams, Rashad Weaver, and Khalid Duke from Kansas State. Cornerbacks, L'Jarius Sneed, Chidobe Awuzie, Roger McCreary, Caleb Farley, Jarvis Brownlee Jr., Eric Gower, Tay Gowen, Trey Avery, and Anthony Kendall. So, free safeties. We have Elijah Molden, Shahan Carter, and Matthew Jackson. Strong safety. We only have two, Amani Hooker and Mike Brown. Kicker, Nick Folk. Punter, Ryan Stonehouse, and Ty Zentner. Ladies and gentlemen, your Omaha Bulls. So, I will be sending the preseason, advanced week, send the regular season. Because well, preseason doesn't really mean much. So let's see what happens. So, and this video, we will also go ahead and go ahead and watch the first game, our first road game. But first, we gotta set our season goal, which will just be 4 wins. Cause well, we're still a new team. So here we go. Storylines media interview. You're at our practice facility. That's actually nice. See over there? Our defense could struggle this year. Our receiver core's pretty good. sell some more stuff too. Like first, choose a draft class. Let's just keep the auto-generated rookie. I had to fire a guy first so that we could get this guy. Wait a minute. Time out. And here we go. We're gonna go. We are going to go ahead and fire him. And we go look for a one-star scout. Well, actually, no. No, we're not going to look for one. We're going to go ahead and just move on. Some players could already be upgraded before the season even started. Our these uniforms are kind of they're actually pretty good. Not gonna lie. Staff, we have 14. No sacks allowed. Here we go. These will be obviously I'm the head coach. Our offensive coordinator Chris Roberts, defensive coordinator Aaron Ward. So let's go ahead and get this season underway. Oh, one thing going to click on something. Okay, there. Now, can we want to go back? So it's always that one. No, no, it still says it. Like, no. No, because I don't have enough points, man. Alright, here we go. Our first game is a road game. Is a road game against the Chicago Bears. And this will be CPU versus CPU. Oh, which actually reminds me, I should probably go and probably fix some stuff real fast. Let's go to options, franchise settings. This will be the settings we use. So we have it on pro difficulty, and they will be you will have 10-minute quarters. Turn off accelerated clock and turn that off because I want this to be there. Simple, which means this will all be auto. Shade them line off. We already turned the silent cap off because I think that'll make that a lot this will make this a lot more fun. So we will leave that on. Okay. And these will be some of our yeah, there we go. We have 10-minute quarters. We have next minute. There we go. Upgrade players. The player can be upgraded again. A left guard can be upgraded. Awesome. So here we go. All right, here we go. Before we go, I will show off the uniforms we will be having. Here's our way. Hopefully, you can see that well enough. Try to get it out of the glare. But it will be a dark blue helmet with obviously our logo on it. Actually, pretty cool, pretty cool. A white jersey with white navy blue stripes on the sleeves and gray and gold pants. Our alternate is a navy blue helmet. We have a navy blue helmet to our entire jersey. So our jersey for the alternate is gold with navy blue stripes on the side, navy blue pants. Our home is a navy blue jersey with gold stripes on the sleeve and and gray pants. So, but we will be rocking the away for this one. So let's get underway. Let's do this. First season for your Omaha Bulls. Week 1. The Omaha Bulls and the Chicago Bears. You want to see me frame for a little bit? I can grab my phone. I missed the call from somebody. Just Watch history. The NFL EA Sports commentators. We Cape's main commentator Cape Hard. And here come the Chicago Bears. Here at Soldier Field. Bulls Bears. This will be CPU versus CPUs. Let's skip the rest of this. I'll actually show you how to set this up. So you have here you hit if you're playing on this, you have your square, click slow, jump forward, end of game. No, it would be the NFL icon down there, but I unlocked the Chiefs one because yes, I'm a Chiefs fan. So here we go. We are underway from Soldier Field. Bears take it out and get down to their own 23. And here comes the Bears offense led by their quarterback and a first overall pick, Caleb Williams from the University of South California, the Trojans. And here we go. First and 10. Bears in a specialized formation. They hand it off to the running back, and he takes off and gains 9 yards. That is Herbert. Herbert. Here we go. All right, second and 1 at their own 31. Lined up the snaps. Snaps as the play action fakes it, throws it to him anyway, and they will not get the first. They do get the first, excuse me, but it's like Jarius Sneed on the tackle. But now that means the Bears do have a first down. All right, first and 10 from their own 30, from Chicago's own 33. The snap. They go back to pass, and it's caught, and that'll be a first down and more as they get up to their own 46-yard line. So here's a replay. Beautiful pass over the middle by Caleb Williams. Get that first down. Here goes. They send it down from their own 46. First and 10. Lined up. They hand it off to Herbert again. And he will gain 3 yards. Making it 2nd and 7 at their own 49. There we go. And line up again. Shotgun formation from what it looks like. The snap. Williams drops back to pass. Throws it over to the tight end. They get on the other side of the field, and he will gain 8 yards. And now it's 3rd and 1 from Omaha's 45. The snap. They hand it off to Herbert. Herbert takes off, gets down to the 40, and gets tackled at the Omaha 37. But it will be a new set of downs for the Chicago Bears. And the clock rolls on as they line up again. The snap. It's a play action. Williams drops back to pass, dumps it off, and he gets hit hard. But in Chicago has 3 first downs, but that'll only be a gain of 3. Now it's 2nd and 7 at the Bulls 34. The snap. They hand it off to Herbert. Herbert loses 2 yards. That'll drop it back to the Omaha 37-yard line. Here we go. They line up again. Looks like a shotgun formation. The snap. Williams drops back. Looks. Escapes the pocket. Scrambles. He gets the first down and more. Gets down to the Omaha 21. That'll be a 1st and 10 for the Bulls. Not the Bulls, for the Chicago Bears. Great run there by Caleb Williams. Not seeing anything open, so deciding to scramble instead. I completely agree, Bob. Bob, great stuff there. They line up again. 1st and 10. The snap. It was an RPO. Throws it out to the other side. He breaks the tackle, but was stepped out of bounds, and that is Keenan Allen. But he only gained 1 yard. 2nd and 9 at the Bulls 19. The snap. Williams. Williams another RPO. It gets thrown to Keenan Allen again, but that'll only be a gain of 6. That'll only be a gain of 5. That's 3rd and 4 from Omaha's 15-yard line. Bears line up again. Pistol formation looks like. Williams drops back to throw. Throw in, and it's intercepted in the end zone by the Bulls. What a play there! That is Shadov Miawuzi with the INT. The touchdown was there for the Bears, and they threw an interception. And he was fully in bounds when this interception was made. The Omaha Bulls are now on offense, and here comes their quarterback, Will Levis. All right, here we go. The snap. He hands it off. That's Pollard, and Pollard will gain a single yard, making it 2nd and 9 at their own 21. Yep, here we go. Pistol formation. The play fake. Waits. Throws it down, and that'll be a gain of another yard. Now they're at their own 22. They line up again. Omaha needs a big play here. We got motion in the back. The snap. Looks for a receiver open. Throws it. That's going to be cute. And now in a big play there by the Bulls. DeAndre Hopkins on the catch. And that is a first down for Omaha. They move up to their own 43. Great throw by Will Levis to find DeAndre Hopkins open. And the doubles. And that is at the Omaha 46, actually, Darius. Yep, my bad, Bob. I did not catch that. Catch that. There you go, the snap. Levis with the read option takes it himself, and he will get to midfield with a gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. Line up again. Shotgun formation. The snap. Levis drops back to throw. Throws it quickly over the middle. Now be a catch and a first down for the Bulls. At Chicago's 41-yard line is where he is tackled, and that'll move the chains. Levis, shotgun formation. They hand it off to Pollard, though, and Pollard will gain 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and 2 at Chicago's 33-yard line. They line up again. Pistol formation. Looks like an I formation. The handoff, and he is smoked, and he is tackled in the backfield for a loss of 2. 3rd and 4 for Omaha at Chicago's 35. They line up again. The snap. Levis drops back to throw. Levis gets it off, but he is hit as he throws it. He hasn't as he throws it, but that is incomplete as Levis throws it away, making it 4th and 4. And Omaha will attempt the field goal. Kick is up. And it's good. 3-0. Omaha Bulls. From distance 2, great stuff. There you go. And the kickoff. And they return it back to the 24. So you'll just be stuck hearing their commentary as I quickly run upstairs. He's tackled after a game 3. I will be right back. I will keep the game going. You'll just hear their commentary. First down, Chicago. We have an injury, and it is Johnson from the Bulls as the Bears line up again. I am back, and here, and I am back. We can continue on my commentary. Okay, so Chicago has the ball at the Omaha 14. It is first and 10. We know what happened last time. They're in the red zone. Williams drops back to throw. Throws it across. Touchdown! Chicago! What a catch! A.J. Morris for the touchdown! What? Hey, not Morris fault. A.J. Moore, but hang on a second. They are gonna review this. It looks like he was. It looks like for certain he was in. Here's the rest decision. Not enough evidence. Touchdown, Chicago. The line up for the expo. It's up and it's good. 7-3. Chicago Bears. A 7-play, 74-yard drive. What good? What a bounce back the Bears need after giving up a field goal. And the kickoff happens, and Omaha will get the ball back. They take it from the 5 up to the 20-25, and he is still up, and he'll get tackled at their own 27. And here come the Bulls offense yet again. Will Levis, another chance to lead his team to a touchdown here with 2:54 to go in the first quarter. Here you go. Bulls line up. Line up the formation. The snap. The play action. It's thrown over the middle of the clock for the first down. That'll be a gain of about 11. As Omaha is now at their own 38 and marching. So they line up again. Levis in the back. Surrounded by 2 running backs. The snap. Throwing over across. And it is dropped. Stopping the clock and making it 2nd and 10. Still at their own 38. The snap. Here we go. They line up again. Shotgun formation. The snap. Levis looks to throw. Throws to the drag route. Now be a gain of 1 as they move up to their own 40. And it's 3rd and 9. Now line up again. Bigger formation. 5 receivers. 4 receivers including the running back. Snap. Levis looks to throw. Thrown over the middle is caught. And that'll be a gain. Big gain. Excuse me. And that will lead to Chicago's 49-yard line and a new set of downs. I'm just trying my best, people. Cut me some slack in the comments, okay? You got the line up again, shotgun formation. The snap. Levis hands it off to Pollard. Pollard gains 2 yards and will be tackled at the Chicago 47-yard line. You got they line up again. 3 wide receivers on the far end of the screen. 2nd and 8. The snap. Levis looks to throw. Levis throws it over the middle, and it's cut by Hopkins. 30, 25, 20, and he'll be tackled at the Chicago 17, which means the Omaha Bulls are in the red zone. The Bulls are in the red zone, threatening to score with just over a minute to play. And here in the first quarter. Great read there by Levis to see Calvin Ridley. It was Calvin Ridley actually on the catch. Great job finding him open and getting him down into the red zone. My bad. The snap though from Levis. Hands it off to Pollard, and Pollard is tackled in the backfield, and now be lost to 2. Second and 12 at the Chicago 19 with a minute left to go in the first quarter. Here we go. The Omaha lines up, ready to go. The snap. Levis hands it off to Pollard again, and he will gain those 2 yards back, making it back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 now. Back at Chicago's 17-yard line. Oh, like a Twitter died. Alright, hang on. First time that's happened in a video. So here we go. Oh Lord. Sorry. I mean, okay. There we go, much better. Throw it over to Hopkins, and he'll be tackled at Chicago's 14. Only gained 3, 4th and 7. So Omaha will probably just try to take their trick-shot field goal, which they will. Here we go. And the snap. It is up, and it's good. 7-6 Chicago so far. Omaha has technically a touchdown, but it also doesn't necessarily count as a touchdown because they're both field goals. And the kickoff happens, and it is caught at the 2, and they will take it out. Gets to the 25, will be tackled at their own 28-yard line. 7 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Chicago. Caleb Williams in the back. The snap. Hands it off to Herbert. Herbert takes off, gets to their own 30. And it'll be 2nd and 7 at the start of the second quarter. And your score so far in the first quarter is 7-6 Chicago. There's that interception by the Bulls in the end zone on Chicago's first drive. Alright, Caleb Williams talking things over with his teams. And they line it up. Williams in the back. Looks like changing plays. The snap. The play action. Fakes the handoff to Herbert. Throws it deep, and it is caught. And 10-5 touchdown. Touchdown. Chicago. What by Williams again. And that will extend the lead. And it's still a 1-possession game, but that makes it 13-6 Bears. Here we go. They line up for the extra point. It's up, and it's good. 14-6 Chicago Bears. 2 plays for 73 yards in just 15 seconds. Fastest scoring drive we've seen here on the network. The kickoff, and it's up, and Omaha will receive it at their own 5. Gets up to the 25, and that is where he is tackled. So technically a touchback. Here we go. Will Levis taking his offense back onto the field to try to possibly make this a closer score before here early in the second quarter, or possibly tie it. The snap. Levis goes underneath, and he is drilled as he catches it, and now it'll be a gain of 4. 4, but they're up to their own 30. They have it. That is where they're closest to. But they're like an inch short of it. So, here we go. Motion in the back. Fakes the first handoff. Hands it over to Pollard, who will gain 4 yards and make it 3rd and 2 up to their own 33-yard line. Here we go. Dragon formation. Motion. That's Hopkins. Waits, Levis, throw. Waits, throws. Over, caught. Caught by Pollard, and that'll be a first down for Omaha, and they get up to their own 37. Buried there by Levis to find Pollard there. Great job by Great job by him. So that gives Omaha a new set of downs. Line up Levis. Josh back to throw. And that is intercepted by Chicago. They will grab it, and he is brought down at Omaha 38. Andrew Billings, his first interception of the season. And that means Chicago has a chance to get another touchdown. Get more points here. So here goes again. Khalil Herbert now. The nine rushes of 49 yards. His yards per carry so far this game is 5.4. You got the snap, RPL. It's thrown over. That's Keenan Allen. And he gets down to the Omaha 21. First down, Chicago. You know, they line up here. Looks like shotgun formation. Motion in the back. The snap. Waits. He's hit as he throws it, but he still completes it. He gets down to the 15, and he is brought down to the Omaha 14. That'll be a gain of 7, making it 2nd and 3 here. Chicago threatening to score here. They line up again. No snap. Williams to Herbert. Herbert gets the first down and will get down to the Omaha 9. It is now 1st and goal. Herbert's been getting a lot of carries this game, and that's good for his development. I completely agree. Williams does something to the play. The snap. Fakes the handoff, throw, and it's incomplete. And they get 2nd and goal. Murray Jr. there looks like he had the deflection, or it was thrown wide of the target where he was aiming. So they line up again. Williams snap, hands it off to Herbert. Out shotgun formation, and he's brought down after a gain of 2, making it 3rd and goal at the Omaha 7-yard line. The snap. Williams looks to throw, scrambles off bounce, throw, touchdown! Shit! Oh, the tight end! That is Cole Kmet with the touchdown! And that makes it a 2 possession game. Omaha's interception leads to a touchdown for the Bears. Here we go. They line up for the PAT. It's up. And it's good. 21-6. Chicago Bears. 6 plays, 39 yards off. And that all started thanks to an interception from Levis over the middle. Santos kicks it away. And Omaha will have a chance to try again from receiving at their own 5. He gains some yards up to their own 28-yard line as here comes the Bulls offense again. Levis will need to make some better reads this drive. Here you go. They line up. I learned this is from what looks like this is a pistol formation. The snap. Levis looks to throw. Levis throws it over the middle. Caught. They get down to the 50-yard line. Big chunk play there for the Bulls. And we do have an injury, and that is Tyler Boyd, who is hurt on the play. That will stop the clock, but it's an all-new set of downs for the Bulls. The snap. Levis looks to throw. Throws a middle. Another interception. The same guy as before. And that is Tremaine Edmonds. His first interception on the season. Right to Levis. Throws it right to him. Go. But here come the Bears offense again. Could they go 4 for 4 here in the first half with touchdown? They have 7 minutes 20 seconds to do it. Starting from their own 48. The snap. They hand it off to Herbert, and that'll be a gain of 5, making it second and 5 as we move up to their own 47. No, excuse me, as we move up to the Omaha 47. You know, the snap. Williams takes the hand off and gets the play action. That's Keenan Allen on the reception, and he will get up to the Omaha 39 and an all new set of downs for the Bears. You know, they line up. They line up again. Look, I learned this is a shotgun formation. Williams snaps it, hands it off to Herbert again, and Herbert is tackled in the backfield for a loss of 2, moving them back to the Omaha 41. But here we go. If they line up again, pistol formation looks like they hand it off to Herbert. Herbert gains those yards back and gains an extra 2 for 4 yards on the carry up to the Omaha 37. Here we go. The snap. Williams looks to throw, throws it over. That's the first down to Keenan Allen, and that'll be up to the Omaha 26. Excuse me, that is not Keenan Allen. That is Duns. So I will have to learn his first name and learn his number. I'll make sure to do that for this next game. Here we go. They hand it off to Herbert, and he'll gain 3, moving it up to the Omaha 23. Chicago almost in the red zone. Red zone starts at the 20-yard line for the offense. Herbert says the run, and he will get in the red zone, and that is but it's gonna be 33 at the Omaha 19. Omaha's only converted 3 third downs compared to Chicago's 4 so far. So Williams drops back to throw. That is gonna be caught, and he breaks the tackle and will get down to the Omaha 11, giving Chicago a first down. That Komet again on the reception. He's already got a touchdown reception in this game. Williams RPO up to Komet. That'll be gain of 3 up. Now it's second and 7 up to Omaha's 8-yard line. Here we go. All right, here we go. They line up again. The snap. They hand it off to Herbert. Herbert the middle. Touched. Oh. Goals. That may have been Herbert. Here we go. They line up for the PAT. It's up, and it's good. 28-6 to Chicago. 10 plays, 53 yards in 2 minutes and 42 seconds. This game is starting to turn into a blowout. The kickoff happens after the Chicago touchdown, and they receive it at their own 3. Here come the Bulls. Guy runs up and will get tackled at their own 25 for the start of the drive. Here comes Will Levis again. Already 2 interceptions on the game. Omaha should start thinking about possibly switching quarterbacks. Chicago has 301 total yards of offense compared to Omaha's 186. We got motion in the back. They run that handoff, but that doesn't work, and they'll lose a yard and move back to their own 23. That's right. I said the 23, but I started the 25 because Levis was already on the 24. And there goes. Levis lines up again. Levis back to throw. Throws over the middle, and that'll be caught for a gain of 6 for 3rd and 5 up to the 30-yard line. Again, they're about an inch short of the actual 30. Levis waits. Fake snaps. Levis snaps it now. Back. Throws it over. That's going to be caught. Gets down to the sideline. And a big play there down to the Chicago 39. 1st and 10. Omaha with 3:45 to go. Good. That was a big bounce back play that Omaha just had. They desperately needed that to keep themselves in this game. Here we go. They line up again. Levis with it. Snaps it. Levis looks to throw. Throws it down. That's Ridley, and that'll be a gain of 8 up to the Chicago 31. Yes, I'm trying to keep. Yes, I'm trying. I'm still trying to keep my breath. At the half, we will get 3 scores from around the league. Here we go. Levis. They line up again. Levis. High snap. Levis gets it. Looks to throw, and that one's going to be caught by Hopkins, and he is fighting for the first. He did already have the first, but he fights for more. Up to the Chicago 22. Here we go. All right, here we go. They line up again. 1st and 10. Levis snaps it. Throw. Looks to throw. That's gonna be caught, and that'll be a gain of 8. That's gonna be Calvin Ridley on the catch up to the Chicago 14. Here we go. All right, here we go. They line up again. 2nd and 2. Movement. Movement. Up. Now the snap. Oh, caught. Thrown over the Pollard. Pollard gets the first down. We'll get up to the Chicago 10 for the 1st and goal. 2:25 to go. They line up in an I formation. The snap. They hand it off. That's gonna be Pollard, who will get pretty much no gain. They're gonna stay at the Chicago 10 now. 2nd goal. Mm. Mm. Here you go. Levis. Final play before the 2-minute warning. They hand it off to Pollard. Pollard will gain 2, moving up to the Chicago 8 here as we hit the 2-minute warning, or as some people call it, the 2-minute the 2-minute timeout. Here we go. 3rd and goal. This will be big for Omaha to get a touchdown here. The snap. Levis looks to throw. Throws it over. Caught. He will step out of bounds at the 2. 2. So Omaha may just go for this. They will not. They will kick a field goal here. The snap is up and it is good. 28-9. Chicago still leads by a hefty margin. I'm shocked Omaha didn't just go for it there. They're down by a lot here. I don't understand why they take the field goal. Maybe because it's still the 2nd quarter? I don't know. I don't know why they did that. Maybe here comes Chicago. Yep, they move up to their own 28 on the kickoff. Khalil Herbert, 16 rushes, 71 yards total today. Here we go. The Bears line up again. Williams snaps it. Looks to throw, and that will be caught. And he will be brought down just short of the first down marker at 2nd and inches. Now to their own 37. The snap. Williams looks to throw. Throws it over. That's caught. And that will be a 1st down for Chicago, and we have a timeout and an injury. That is David. That is the defensive. That is the defensive player Johnson. I forget what position he plays. We will take a look at the injury report after this game. The alarm went out for Williams. Looks to throw. He takes off. He scrambles. He gets down to the 40. He will slide and will get down to the Omaha 36 here. And now we got a little bit of trash talking going on right now. I don't understand why when Omaha is down by a bunch. Here we go. 1st and 10. The snap. Williams looks to throw. He is brought down for a sack and a loss of 8 yards. They'll push it back all the way to the Omaha 45. That is Jack Gibbons on the sack. Pretty sure he came in for Davidson. And he starts playing the guitar. Playing air guitar here, like air guitar, possibly acoustic. So, here we go. Line up again. 2nd and 18. Long ways to the sticks. The snap. The play action. Williams over to Herbert for a gain of 2. Moves him up to the Omaha 43, but still 3rd and 16. Here we go. They need a big play here. They've lined up. No one in the backfield besides Williams. The snap. Looks to throw. Williams escapes and has to throw it away. 4th and 16. Omaha gets a stop. That was a big stop for the Bulls. They desperately needed that stop and forcing Chicago to punt. punt. This is big for them. It is up. The punt goes up, and it will go out at the Omaha 9. So here we go. Will Levis is 18 for 22 with 193 passing yards and no touchdowns. Not even a passing touchdown. Here we go. They start at their own 9. Levis in the back. The snap. Levis looks to throw. Throws it down. Will be caught. Caught for a gain of 6 by Calvin Ridley at home 15, and Omaha will call timeout. Here we go. 2nd and 4. The snap. Levis looks to throw. And he doesn't throw it on target, and that will be an incompletion. 3rd and 4. That's still at their own 4. Still at their own 15-yard line. Here we go. Levis with Pollard in the back. Levis snap. Throws it. Takes the route. That is okay. Well, no, and we have in another injury as Omaha does call their final timeout. That is Burks. That is Burks who is hurt. Here we go. 35 seconds left to go. If Omaha still wants to keep this half going, they will need to get out of bounds. Levis looks to throw. Throws it down. Gets 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from Will Levis. And that will put a good sized dent in the score gap. 26 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. And they line up for the PATs. Snap. The kick is up, and it is good. 12. This is a 12-point game. 28-16. The kickoff is up, and it's caught. And Chicago gets it at their own 5. Runs up, and he will be brought down at the Chicago 27. Go, Williams. Williams now out there. Williams, the snap. Williams looks to throw. Caleb Williams throws it over. Now it's going to be caught and will be a first down if Chicago calls timeout with 17 seconds left. So that is AJ. That's not even more. That is Duns again. He's had a lot of receptions so far in this game. Williams, the snap. Williams on the halfback screen. They throw it over. Throw it over to Herbert, and they will get past the first down marker with 11 seconds left, and we'll call timeout. They move up to the Omaha 49. Here goes. They line up again. Pistol formation, it looks like. Williams snaps the ball. Looks to throw. Throws it over the middle. That's going to be caught. And they will get down to the Omaha 24 and will use their final timeout of the half. So both teams have no timeouts remaining in the half, but there are 4 seconds on the clock, so Chicago will attempt a field goal here before halftime. The snap is up, and it's good. 31-16 Omaha, going into halftime. So there's 1 second to go. 31-16, Chicago going into halftime. Happen is in the end zone. He will bring it out though. This doesn't mean much. So there will be no last drive of the half, and that will lead us to halftime. Now let's check in on the games going on around the NFL. Here in week number 1. Let's start up in Indianapolis, Indiana. The Texans and Colts, and it's 10-3 Colts so far with in the 2nd quarter with 52 seconds to go before the half. They don't tell us who has the ball or anything else. Just tell us the score. Here you go. Let's go check in on the Chiefs and the Ravens game. And it's the Ravens who come out on top 38-20. Lamar Jackson, 25 for 31 with 263 yards and a touchdown. Here we go. Now let's go check in on Jacksonville, Miami. Good Florida game here. And it is a 1-point game with 1 minute and 6 seconds left to go in the 2nd quarter. Dolphins 14, Jacksonville 13. Yeah. Caleb Williams will probably have a fantastic year this year. I just feel it. All right, here we go. Omaha gets the ball to start the second half, and we are underway. And it's caught, and it's caught, and well, it's received at the Omaha 5, and he is brought down to the Omaha 24. Here comes Will Levis. He is 21 for 26 with 284 yards in it and a passing touchdown, which went to the only touchdown in the game for the Bulls. That went to DeAndre Hopkins. Bulls line up. We'll take a pistol formation. There's movement. Movement. Waits. Levis takes it. Throws it over. Back over. And that's going to be caught, too. And he takes off. That's 40, 45, and he'll be pushed out on his own 46. That is Tony Pollard on the catch, and that will lead to an Omaha Bulls first down. What a fantastic play design there. That is incredible. And now that helps Omaha get a little closer to the end, get closer to the end zone, I should say. Here they go. They line up again. Levitt. Levis with it. Levis looks around, snaps it, drops back to throw. Levis almost on the drag route, but gets knocked away by number 95. Number 95. That is going to be Walker on the Chicago defensive line. Levis there in the backfield with Pollard. The snap. Levis drops back to throw. Levis throws it over the middle. That's going to be number 16. That'll be a gain of what looks to be about 9. It'll move up to the Chicago 45. That might have been Burks on the catch. They didn't. Then back in Jersey didn't show. Here go, they hand off to Pollard and a big gain here up to the Chicago 32, and now lead to a Bulls first down. Great run there by Pollard. The Bulls definitely needed that there. Needed that there. Being down by this much here in the second half can be a little frustrating, but Levis has kept him some calm at the snap, and he hands it off to Pollard. And Pollard is tackled in the backfield for a loss of a yard, dropping it back to the Chicago 34. It'll be second and 11. Here we go. Here we go. The snap. Levis drops back to throw. Throws it over. That's gonna be caught in a gain of 9 up to the Chicago 25. What a catch there. What a big play that the Bulls desperately needed as it's 3rd and 2. Here we go. The toss to Pollard. Pollard almost gets the first down, but gets tackled at the Chicago 23, and now it's 4th and 1. Does Omaha go for it? Do they take the field goal? So let's see what they do here. And they will decide to go ahead and just kick the field goal. It's up. And it's good. 31-19. Chicago Bears. The lead is back down to 12 for Chicago. As that was a very much so needed field goal. As they kick it off to Chicago, it's received at their own 2. He runs up, gets past the 25, and gets up to their own 28. And here comes Caleb Williams, and the Dragons are at the Chicago 28-yard line. Caleb Williams, he has had a heck of a day. 3 passing touchdowns on the day. Here we go as the Bears come out for their first drive of the second half. Is that over 200 passing yards for the Bears? Williams throws it over to Herbert. Herbert takes off down the sideline, and he will get down to the Omaha 48 in a chunk play for the Bears, leading to a first down. Great read there by Williams to find Herbert there open. It led to a chunk play. Williams drops back to throw. Throws it over the middle, and now will be caught for a gain of 7 and up to the Omaha 41. That is Komet on yet another reception. He has had a lot of them today. Williams snaps the fake run, and he will dump it off over the middle. That'll be a first down up to the Omaha 33. Here we go. Ball at the Omaha 33. Williams with it. The snap. Williams drops back to throw. Thrown over the middle, and that'll be a gain of 4. And that is Carlson, one of the tight ends for Chicago, on the catch. 2nd and 4 from the Omaha 27. The snap. Williams hands it off to Herbert. Herbert gets the first down. Oh, he is short. He only gains 3. 3rd and 1 from the Omaha 23. He got close, but the refs say he does not get it. So some motion in the back. Hand it off to Herbert. Herbert takes off and will get down to the Omaha 14 for a first down. Great run there from Herbert, but the Bears line up. Pistol formation looks like. The snap. Williams drops back to throw. Williams throws it. Caught, but he'll be tackled immediately, only gaining 2 on the play. Up to the Omaha 12. Go. Well, here go. They line up again. 8 yards to go for the first down. The snap. Herbert takes off. Herbert, he will get the first down, and he will get down to the 1 yard line. First and goal with just under 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. They get down to the Omaha 1 yard line. Now, question is, does Chicago run it or do they pass it? No, they go to Herbert, and he will get in. They tackle him short again, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here we go. They line up again, and there is gonna be a flag on the play. Omaha, and the pass is gonna be incomplete, but we have to see what the flag is for. Offsides on the Bulls. So they will replay 2nd down. So they will replay 2nd down from the same spot. The Bears have another chance. Another flag. But they do get in, but there's yet another flag. Offsides on Omaha again. Will Bears decline? Yes, they do. Result of the play will be a touchdown for Chicago, as this game is starting to get ugly here. 5:28 to go in the third quarter, and still an entire fourth quarter. Snap. The kick is up, and it's good. It's good. Scoring summary is 10 plays for 72 yards. 2 minutes, 33 seconds. That's how long it took. Here you go. And the kickoff happens, and Omaha will receive it at their own 5. He runs up and will get up all the way to the Omaha 30-yard line, and that is where Will Levis and the Omaha offense takes over. Will Levis 23 for 29, 302 yards on the day. He does still have that 1 passing touchdown because Omaha can't find the end zone. So at the one time, Levis hands it off to Pollard. Pollard, he gains 1 yard and will get up to the Omaha 32. 32, but we have an injury, and it is Tony Pollard. The man who just made the play is hurt, and now Omaha will have to go to the backup running back on 2nd and 9. The snap. Levis drops back to throw. Throws it over. Caught. He gets going. Gets all the way up to the Omaha. Get all the way to the Chicago 47. Great play by Spears. And what a great read by Will Levis to find Spears open and get that chunk play. Here we go. They hand him off the ball, and he only gains a yard forward and moves up to the Chicago 46. Here they go. They line up again. Levis in the backfield with Spears in the back with Levis. The snap, the play action. But they do throw it to Spears, and he will gain 2 on the play, 3rd and 6, and they move up to the Chicago 44. Here go. They line up again. Three receivers. Spears in the back. Levis with it. Levis snaps the snap. Levis drops back to throw. throws it. That'll be caught and that'll be a first down. That is okay. Well, on the catch. Great play there for them, for the Bulls, and that will give them a whole new set of downs. You know, Spears in the Spears in the backfield only, two receivers on the near end of the screen. They hand it off to Spears. Spears takes off, gets all the way up to the Omaha 24. How was it? To the Chicago 24, but it'll be second and inches. So Omaha pass or throw. Here we go. There is motion in the back. Fake the first handoff. They hand it over to Spears, who will get the first down and get up to the Chicago 22. And we'll get the and that is an all new set of downs. Will Levis with it. Spears in the backfield. Three receivers on the near end of the screen. The snap. Levis hands it off to Spears as Spears gets tackled at the original line of scrimmage. And that will lead to a no gain. Now it's still second and 10. Line up again. Levis in the backfield. There's hit low motion. The snap. Levis drops back to throw. Thrown to Okingwo and he will catch it for a gain of 4, and that'll be third and 6 at the Chicago 18. They line up again. 4 hit 3 receivers and Okingwo the tight end. Spears in the backfield. The snap. Levis drops back to throw. Look, throws cut by Hawkins, and he will get down to the Chicago 3, and that will lead to a first and goal for the Bulls. And no, I didn't purposely mean to make that rhyme. Great read by Levis there to find the open receiver with 3 minutes, and now there's 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Omaha still down by a lot. Levis with it. Levis with it. The snap. Levis drops back to throw. Look. DeAndre Hopkins for Will Levis. And that helps. That helps with the deficit. If this extra point goes in, it'll be back to a 12-point game. It is up. And it's good. 38-26. Chicago Bulls with 11 plays, 70 yards in 2 minutes and 35 seconds. It is a 12-point deficit. Oh, and the kickoff after the Bulls touchdown, and Chicago will get it at their own 3, excuse me. He brings it up, gets past a lot of defenders and gets up to the Chicago 35. Some pretty decent starting field position for this drive for the Bears as Caleb Williams in the offense comes out. Omaha does have more passing yards than Chicago, but the score is still has Chicago in the lead as Herbert gains 5 on the rush, moving it up to the Chicago 40-yard line. Here you go. Second and 5. The snap. They hand it back off to Herbert, and he only gets 2 on the carry, moving up to their own 42. But it'll be 3rd and 3. When I say their own, I mean the team that's on offense. The snap. Williams looks to throw, throws it down, caught. Big play there, and that is a much needed catch. That is Scott on the catch. First down up to the Omaha 44. Great read there by Williams. Defender gets completely confused when the receiver just stops and giving Williams someone to throw to. Here we go. The snap. Williams hands it to Herbert, and Herbert gets tackled for a loss of 1 and back to the Omaha 45. Here you go. They line up again. 2nd and 11. The snap. Herbert with it. Herbert, he gains nothing on the play. That'll be 3rd and 11. No gain. He maybe lost an inch. He didn't even lose that. He lost a centimeter. So it's 3rd and 11 still. Williams drops back to throw. Heaves it downfield. It is dropped. 4th and 11. The tight end, Komet, almost caught that throw. That would have been a big play. But instead, Chicago will have to punt. Great play by the defense to stop them. And that will go out of bounds at the Omaha 9 again. So, yeah. So here we go. They come back out. DeAndre Hopkins, 6 receptions for 129 yards and two receiving touchdowns. Here you go. They line. You know, Bulls line up. Will Levis drops back to throw. Throws it over. That's going to be caught by Pacheco, and he will get a first down and move it up to the Omaha 30s. Omaha 30-yard line. And all new set of downs. Great read by Levis. Here we go. Here we go. Omaha has found some life here in the second half. I don't know what was said at halftime. Here we go. Levis with it. Well, not Levis with it yet. Levis fake snaps, then actually snaps. Levis looks to throw. Throws it down. Caught by Chick-fil. Chick-fil. Oh. Okinkwo, excuse me. It was topped by Okinkwo. But still a first down for Omaha. And a chunk play as they move it up to the Chicago 37. Here we go. 25 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Have it on Chicago side of the field. Levis in the backfield with Spears. Levis, the snap. He looks to throw. Thrown it in an incomplete pass as it is knocked away. Now will mean it'll be 2nd and 10 with 16 seconds to go here in the third quarter, I mean. Levis, the snap. Drops back to throw. Throws it down low. Nolan Kingwell, and he will get another first down. Move down to the Chicago 21. Omaha almost in the red zone. Oh, it's Okonkwo, excuse me. No, Kingwell. Okonkwo. I keep mispronouncing his name. I'm so sorry about that. I'll try to do better for the next video. Here you go. Levis in the backfield, the snap. Looks to throw. And a one-handed grab as it goes back for a gain of 4. And looks like Calvin Ridley may be hurt. But that's still doesn't mean it's not the end of the third. But because it is the end of the third quarter, 38-26 Chicago, and the Bulls have the ball here going into the fourth quarter. Here we go. 2nd and 6 at Chicago 17. They do flip side. Levis in the back. Looks to throw. Throws it over. That's going to be caught by Ridley, and that'll be a gain of 2. Up to third fourth on the Chicago 15. But we do have an injured player. It is 97. I can't remember. I couldn't see the back of his jersey, so I didn't know who it was. Here we go. Here we go. Spears in motion. Levis drops back to throw. Throws it down to Spears. Spears gains a yard. Moves it up to the Chicago 14. But it'll be 4th and 3. So I expect Omaha to take the chip shot field goal. And yes, they will. They will take the field goal. They'll attempt the field goal here. The snap. It is up. And it's good. It is the lead down to 9. If Omaha can get another stop here, they have a chance to make it a 1-possession game. And they kick it away. Chicago receives it at their own 5 and runs it up. Gets it to the 25, and he will be brought down at the Chicago 29. Caleb Williams and Khalil Herbert, along with the rest of the Bears offense, comes up. Herbert with 24 rushes and 104 yards. Total yards, Omaha 503. More passing yards. Well, Williams in the backfield with Herbert. Williams drops back to pass. Throws it over to a tight end and does give me a wide receiver now, but that now will be a gain of 9. Second one up to their own 38. Omaha really needs to stop here. Williams hands it off to Herbert, who does get it. Moves it to the Chicago 39. Now be a new set of downs. Chicago, right now it seems like it's just trying to kill clock. Go. Williams hands it off to Herbert. Herbert takes off and gains 5, moving up to the Chicago 44. Bears have the ball. Williams changed the play. Hands it off to Herbert again. And he only gains 1, and now it's 3rd and 4. and they move it up to their own 46. All right, here we go. They have three receivers along with the tight end. Herbert in the backfield. Williams changes plays. Williams drops back the throw. Throws Stone Stone caught, and that'll be a first down again. And that is Walker again on the catch. Moves up to the Omaha 49. So they line up again. Herbert far in the backfield. The snap. Herbert takes off and will gain about a yard. A yard, no, excuse me, he gains 3, moving up to the Omaha 45. Second and 7 as the Bears line up for the snap. Herbert in the backfield. The two wide receivers, two tight ends. Herbert with it. Herbert, he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and we have an injury, and it's Herbert. It is Khalil Herbert. Not what the Bears wanted to see. Now their backup has to play the rest of the game. And then and until Herbert comes back. Williams, the snap. So jump back to throw. That'll be caught by Komet. And he will get the first down and move it up to the Omaha 37. So, so a tight end. So the coach is not happy with how this game has gone so far. Williams, the snap. Hands it off to the back, hands it up to the backup running back. I don't know who it is, and he was brought down after a gain of 7, and now moving up to the Omaha 29. It is Johnson as the running back, as the backup running back for Chicago. Here we go. Here we go. The snap. Not Herbert. They hand off to Johnson, and Johnson takes off and gets up all the way down to the Omaha 12, and the Bears are in the red zone threatening to score again. Johnson with a rush of 17 there. All right, they line up two tight ends, two wide receivers. Johnson in the backfield. Williams the snap. Hands it off to Johnson. Johnson gets a first down all the way down to the Omaha 2-yard line. And what a chance the Bears have here to score. First and goal. They line up three wide receivers, the tight end to block. Johnson in the backfield, the snap. Williams looks to throw. Throws it. Chicago Bears! And that extends the lead back up to 15. Great game we called from paying dividends. Made that touchdown with the right Egypt. All right. After this, the rest of their commentary will take over. Williams, the snap, looks to throw, boom, caught. 2-point conversion is good. That extends the lead back up. Back up to 18. I'm going to go have lunch. Enjoy the rest of the game. Gonzo says it all teed up and ready to send this away. Jackson now to return it. He's got a lane past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Visitors ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Here's first and 10 from the 34. From the shotgun. As the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play. And that'll be a first down. You just gotta love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat back, break it off to an angle,
Wake up. First down. Levis now on first down. He's the goal line. And for the touchdown. So the offense does its job, Ron. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
On now to try the point after. Down the middle, it's good. The Bulls cut the lead down to 10. Trim just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here's Jones. Stop the return to 27. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Begins with a run by Johnson. And they get him down after a solid gain up to the 31. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play. Is getting worked on. 2nd and 6 coming up here. I'll toss it to Johnson. And he's going to get up to about the 33 with no more. Giving up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 35. Sure cut on to Williams. It's coming out. 200 yards. He takes this hit to Chicago. Bears can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Now, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, more than likely for more games to come.
Santos now for the extra points. Extra points at 10. Raiders take a 3-possession lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this over. Jackson now to return it. He's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been when captaining this offense. Then a man in motion. Levis here on first down. Has his man, it's Ridley. And he'll get it under the 38-yard line before going down. They'll come up 1st and 10. Levis. Times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. The news probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Santos now for the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears make it a 2-more-point ball game. Chance at a redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. As this at the 6. I'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And Like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we move through this second half. After that pick, here's Levis. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Options are open here. It's second and inches. Shotgun now for Levis. That'll be complete to Burks. They make the tackle at the 38. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Set it down for him at the 38. Now Levis. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. From the 32. Gains on the slants. He's tackled with a first down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slot. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Ooh, wants to throw the constant defender in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Setting the throw. And they pick it up. The take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Not his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And all the touchdowns are sure going to catch some eyes around the league. But sure not unexpected for those of us who saw how well he was throwing back when he got his first couple of scores.
Yeah, and if anything, he's only continued to improve and play better. As this defense tried and failed to find any way to slow him down.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. This is Johnson heading right. And he throws through the middle for a gain of 4.
I'm really happy getting that tackle output on most run plays. It's a sign either gets a quick push up front and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
It's Johnson on second down. And he's got a decent game before being brought down. Called 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears looking like they'll start this season with a win. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here's Johnson again.
I am back from lunch, but it looks like this game is pretty much.
When it comes to
This looks like this game is pretty much over.
he did all he could to fight. This defense just kept swarming.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. For that return of not so much, they bring him to gets up to
Alright, here we go. Will Levis and the Omaha offense. Sorry I've had to go so much. My grandparents keep calling me out.
and this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score.
Alright. Spears in the backfield. Levis drops back to throw. They're probably only going to be throwing. Levis heaves it out of bounds. Heaves it and it goes out of bounds. And now it's an incomplete pass with 1:07 to go.
So second down.
Go. Okonkwo in motion. Levis drops back to throw. Looks. Doesn't throw yet. He just throws it out of bounds again. Third and 10. Haven't moved even an inch on this. Levis drops back again to throw. Throws it flat over the middle. That's Calvin Ridley, and Omaha calls timeout. Levis, 557 pass yards. Most in a single game in NFL history.
Mark of 554 yards and stood resolute since back in 1951, and 7 decades later, someone has finally topped it.
Levis drops back to throw again. Thrown overcaught by Calvin Ridley for a gain of 4. And again, they call timeout, and that is Okonkwo, the tight end, the starting tight end, that is injured. Here we go. Go up to the Chicago 44. Levis with Spears in the backfield. The snap. Levis drops back to throw. Levis throws it over the middle. Now he's going to be caught by DeAndre Hopkins. And now we move up to the Chicago 37. Like I said, this game is pretty much over. Chicago will get one. We'll start 1-0 in the season as that throw is caught by Hopkins for a gain of 6. And Omaha will call timeout as the ball moves up to the Chicago 31. Here goes Levis with Spears in the backfield. The snap. Levis drops back to throw. Levis, he gets sacked. Oh no, excuse me. It was an incomplete pass. Tried to get it out, but couldn't. Incompletion. 3rd and 10. Here we go. Levis with the snap. Levis drops back to throw. Hold it deep. It's out of bounds at the Chicago 4. The touchdown won't really help much, but because this game is it's basically over with 15 seconds to go. Sounds good of him to at least get out of bounds. Here we go. 1st and goal for the Bulls on the Chicago 4-yard line. The snap. Levis drops back to throw. Throws it over the end zone.
Try again. It's 2nd and goal.
Levis. The snap. Levis drops back to throw. Throws it up, and that is thrown out of bounds again. There's something going on right now with Levis. Man, that is not good going into next week's game against the Jets for the Bulls. Levis drops back to throw again. Throw is incomplete. There's 7 seconds left, and that will pretty will pretty much do it. Levis, they're going for a 4th down. I mean, they kind of have to. They're down by a lot. Levis drops back to throw. Looks, throw, incomplete. That will do it. Williams, they line up in victory formation. The snap, the knee, and that is game over. And that is game over. Bears get a dominant win. A very much deserved win. And what a way for the Bears to start their season as the Bulls drop to 1-0. So here we go. Here's just some of the final highlights of the game. Like the interception, that big passing touchdown from with Caleb Williams involved. There's the first interception that caused Chicago the extended lead to 14. There's that big long run by the Bulls. Let's take a look at the player stats. So Levis 45 for 61. The completion percentage is 37 and had 607 passing yards. Now let's go to rushing for Omaha. I forgot to do this even. Tony Pollard, 13 rushes for 29 yards. Ridley with 1, and he lost a yard on that. Some of the other ones. Pollard, we will go and check the injury report after. let's check the let's, pancakes for Omaha. Okonkwo, he had two pancakes. That pretty much means he trucked two guys while blocking. And here's everyone else's stats. Now let's go to scoring summary. A lot of chaos here. You'll see a lot of Chicago. They dominated this game. Then we go to team stats. In terms of first down, Chicago led Omaha, even though they have more time on offense. So here we go. So that'll do it for game one of this Omaha Bulls Madden NFL 25 series. I'll try to create a halfway decent thumbnail. I'm not very good at it. It's gonna be flat. Hey, I got some points. Hey, I got some of that. Nice. Nice, I think. So here we go. Week two. Next time we play will be a home game against the New York. Our first home game against the New York Jets. And let's go ahead and let's actually, before we go, let's actually get you some scores from around. Let's get you the scores from week one in the NFL. So obviously we saw that one. Saw that one at halftime. The the Ravens will defeat Kansas City. The Eagles defeat the Packers 24-21. Steelers win on the road. Bills win at home. There's the game we watched. That's the team we're using. New England beats Cincy. Indy does beat the Texans. Miami wins by 11. Panthers start the season 1-0 against New Orleans. Minnesota falls to the Giants by a field goal. Raiders fall to the Chargers by 11. Denver will lose to Seattle 28-16. Dallas loses to Cleveland 27-21. 26-20 Commanders. 24-21 Rams over the Lions. And 38-35 Jets. Some you can't see all the scores here, which I'm sorry for. But here's our schedule. So after we lose the Bears, we have the Jets and Packers at home these next 2 weeks. Then we're on the road to play the Dolphins. Have a bye week 5. Week 6 we are at home against the Colts. Week 7 on the road against Buffalo. Week 8 on the road against Detroit. Week 9 at home against New England. Week 10 on the road against the Chargers. Week 11 at home against the Vikings. Week 12 on the road against the Texans. Week 13 on the road at the Commanders. Week 14 at home against the Jaguars. Week 15 at home against the Bengals. Week 16 on the road against the Colts. Week 17 on the road against the Jaguars. And week 18, the last week of the regular season, we are at home against the Texans. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, I'm sorry about those breaks that I had to go take. So like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, leave a comment down below what you think about this. What do you think about the team so far? I said I'd show you the injury report. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at that before I end the video. So Brunskill, he will return next week. Tyler Boyd is out for 2 weeks. Marlon Davidson is going to be out for 3 weeks, and so will Tony Pollard. So, this is where I will end the video. So thank you all so much for watching. You've already heard my tagline. So have a great rest of the day, and God bless you all.